and that's not a
Dude,
good sign.
I got 3 hero points yesterday for having my notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
But
see
that
how
was back in 2021.
yes, but you see the secret to take the secret list for all of these characters is actually a freaking it's a list you make yourself. It's called note taking.
Uh-huh.
By the way, we are live. Anyways,
Hello.
hello everyone. We've got another full table today. Joining me on my current hit list. That's what I'm calling my players now because they can fix death. My hit list. So I've got everyone's favorite artist of the channel who keeps making the thumbnails. Silver.
Hello.
We've got good old Setharino.
The best furry in the chat.
We've got
I
everyone's
feel insulted
favorite.
by that.
Calm down, ladies. We got the person who feels insulted by that Shadow.
That's ironic.
Hi. Also, I tormented my players earlier this morning. I'll
Yes,
give that
it's
details after
fun.
session.
It's fun.
No,
Anyways,
I'll give all the details after session to you guys. It's
we've
gonna
got
be fun
we've
story.
got everyone's favorite traveling buddy, Keat.
The second best furry in the chat.
No.
Oh my god.
Third best
Quit.
if
If
that.
you want
Ladies,
to
ladies,
check
ladies, your
chat
bulges
code
are
during-
all ooh-wooey. Calm down.
Whoa! Speak for yourself.
Anyways, we've got the other person disgusted by this. Hello, Will.
Hey, how's it going?
And then you got good old Leviathan Devil here trying to wrangle the hit list.
The Magnum.
Matt, I do not
I
want
have
you to
been
say that ever
ignored.
again.
Anyway, well, maybe if you guys stopped arguing about furries, we would be able to get through the...
You should have said it during your introduction.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wasn't introduced.
That's why I raised the thing. It's like, no, you don't get to say you're the first.
Anyways, we're going into
We're all
recap.
equals
Seth,
here.
I will let you deafen and I'll ping you when it's time for you to do your thing. Since, you know,
Alright.
you're doing some stuff. Anyways.
What about Sass?
Sass, it's time for your recap. Seth, if you want to stick around for the recap, then be my guest.
I was talking about his introduction, you dork.
Oh, did I not introduce? No, I did. I said Sass, the guy who's going to do the recap, right? I got that.
That's what you said! Nothing special. Sass, the person who's dedicated to not only doing the recaps, but also the dude that's also caused problems for the group? Question mark?
That's all of you.
That sounds like
mainly
problem.
Anyways, Sass,
yes, mainly
recap.
you.
Go.
I had to give him a title. There was no other option.
Yes, mainly
Sass,
you.
Last time on
Go ahead.
I'm
Yesterday-
the troublesome teenager of the group.
yesterday on Path To Create Nihil, everyone woke up. Alvura goes to Matt, all hungover from that night before. He knocks on the door. Matt opens. She waddles away. But Matt comes back, and they talk about Alvura's dream, where her father dies, and reliving her father dying, and then everyone in the rest of the Ice Peace mercenary group talking about how she's the next target. Speaking about Alvura, there's a new person in the court, namely a Celistrian Kitsune cleric. When Alvura sees her, she gets really embarrassed and shy. A couple of people in the court on their brunch, namely Matt, Raphael, Shadow, all realize that the Celistrian cleric is probably her mom. After brunch, Matt is given a tarot card indicating that a specific message relayed to him that only probably doth realize that's Praedyth wanting to see him. And Raphael, upon looking at the tarot card given to Matt, perceived it as something old, an old challenge coming back they have to face. The group gets chummy with the Empress Aurora, contrasted to their initial coldness with her. So things are going pretty well when the meeting commences. Matt brings up his whiteboard, starts talking about how it's because of the end of the siege and the peace treaty with Chaliax. Celebrations are going to ensue. A good week, 2 weeks, sorry, of parades, celebrations, arena matches, and most notably, while he does say the group can relax, Andorran ambassadors will need to be swayed in order to help sign a peace treaty. Five votes are needed to help sway to signing a stronger treaty with Andorran. As he is discussing this and saying, "Oh, everyone can relax," Glinda comes in all ruffy and puffy and angry at all of us. She criticizes all of us for being chummy with the Empress, says we shouldn't be doing that, we're hindering her. And everyone in the group, she basically has deets on everyone in the group. Raphael and Nat tried to talk back against her, but unfortunately she knows about Raphael, and she basically pushes Matt out of the room despite his rejections. In the meantime, she punished the rest of us by locking us in with Alvera's mom, which turns out to be Mew, the Calistrian cleric we talked about earlier. Now while this is happening, Raphael basically is basically been like knocked unconscious to talk to Alexstrasza about how to deal with Glinda. Be a bit soft so you don't get punished by Glinda, don't get killed by Glinda, etc., etc., etc. Glinda may know that Shadow's parents were killed by you in a previous life, therefore she could leverage that against you, etc., etc., etc. So yes. It
wasn't
Raphael
Shadow's mom, it was Shadow's
It was my
unit.
battalion, dude.
Yeah, you
My
killed
Also,
him.
it's not
Yeah,
a treaty with Cheliax, it's a treaty
Well,
with
I'm
Andorran
sorry.
and
No, a
Taldor.
peace treaty with Cheliax, a better alliance with Taldor, the Dwarven lands, surprisingly, and Kyogen. So
Shadow's battalion was just killed by Raphael in his previous life, and if Raphael pisses off Glinda too much, Glinda will let Shadow know, and shenanigans will ensue. So family drama is happening to the rest of the room until, notably, a figure is carrying a particular mat outside and away from the court. And
not just
everyone
carrying
is
them
alerted.
away, but like kicking the crap out of the guards on the way out. Yeah.
Yep. Basically knocking them out and getting away.
Actually,
and
more
everyone's
like murdering them, but yeah, same difference.
And it's realized that Matt has been kidnapped.
Da.
Yes, this caster, this supposed suspect, casted a magic counteract, or just like a 9th or 10th level dispel, so they're really powerful against Glinda's magic to counteract it and take away Matt.
Yeah, because Glinda has basically, when she says she has eyes and ears everywhere, she means that this is a...
She does say that.
Particular place she can see and hear everything. So.
But unfortunately, when her eyes and ears are dispelled, she doesn't have eyes and ears everywhere, unfortunately. And thus, it was taken away right under our supposedly covered eyes. So everyone's searching Matt and Aurora's bedroom, supposedly the scene where Matt was taken away, as shown by the glass of the room being broken, as that's where the suspect ran out.
Disintegrated, actually.
Disintegrated, yeah. Another sign it's a powerful
that's how
caster.
Matt this guy disintegrated. Yes. And we started looking through his personal effects. Apparently, someone left behind clues. Some people think it's the suspect, but upon looking through these clues, it was probably Praedyth. Doth found a tarot card that was probably indicates this is by Praedyth. Upon finding this card, Alvera, a spell was triggered, or Alvera was strucken with Dominate.
Replica
Good,
casted
yeah.
it from the nearby
Replica
mirror.
cast it
Yes,
dominate
you're-
through, this,
no,
through the glass. Yes,
just your
through-
good buddy
yes.
Replica fucking with you once more.
Through the mirror, yes. Through the
Yup,
mirror
yup.
of Matt and through the mirror, Replica cast it dominates on Alvura, basically leading her to believe that Praedith, who apparently she believes is also behind her father's death, is behind Matt's kidnapping.
Da da da.
Da 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 da. And now, upon realizing that Replica was the one behind casting dominate, Raphael immediately says, "Pin her down. She's going to escape." And everyone tries to prevent Alvura from escaping the room. Raphael even casts a gust of wind to try to prevent her, but she still gets out of that window, and thus the chase gets off. Everyone comes from the courts, gets out, does a super big jump down and starts. One person, Maple, and when Maple is heading towards is following Alvura because we trust in the Determinator tracking skills. One person, Doth, that is heading straight towards Praedith's base, and Raphael is using the clues from Matt's personal effects to head to the church where Diana Scarlet supposedly is. Diana Scarlet is one of Matt's moms.
Yup. Go ahead.
So everyone does their tasks.
And
Doth meets
Alvura
up
is
with-
trying to find Praedith to murder him.
Yes.
So
yes.
she heads
Meanwhile-
to the stadium to try and find information on a
The
hideout.
arena. Yep.
Meanwhile, I get stuck behind because I'm way too slow, and I have to go
Yeah.
and help Aurora cope with the fact that her husband just got kidnapped. Because someone doesn't want to tell her, Glinda.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our paladin shadows landed down last of the bunch and was fortunately struck with the task of consoling Aurora as Matt was kidnapped and everything. So as everyone starts doing their tasks, Raphael heads to the church. Doth heads to Praedith, who meets it in the first turn. Can you
Because
describe
monks
that?
are fast. Gosh,
Can you
dang
describe-
it.
Can
Can
you
I just-
describe Doth and Praedith's interaction?
Praedith, Doth gets there, is like, hey, do you know where Matt is? Like, yes, he's safe, but I promised him not to tell you any more than that. And then eventually, he gets talked down to basically telling Doth, oh yeah, so, the kid's going after the, person who kidnapped him, because it's Alexstrasza's body. And he is heading back to Sire, because that's where she was seen heading to last, after Praedith managed
Indeed.
to pickpocket a human off of her.
In the meantime, Raphael heads into church. Finds Diana Scarlet.
By the way,
And
Graves is with Matt,
okay.
too. Yeah, Graves is with Matt, too.
That's right. Graves is with Matt. And the body of Alexstrasza turns out to be our suspect who took Matt in this scenario, which is concerning, very concerning. And in the meantime, Raphael heads into church, sees Diana Scarlet. Everyone points their weapon at him because everyone knows who Raphael was before his new life.
Not exactly. Diana starts pulling her weapon, and everyone's like, ah, fuck it, and does the same.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they see off Diana Scarlet, who Diana Scarlet knows about Raphael's past. Gotcha.
Yep.
Raphael calms down the situation, tells that he just needs to speak to Diana personally. It is later revealed that Diana is with Melody, Matt's other mom, and they start discussing how going through Matt's journal, where his father figure before Alexstrasza, a parental figure, I should say, before Alexstrasza is talked about and how he passed away. In the court, back at his room, one of the journal entries, amongst the first actually, page 42, He's talking about the death of Rudolph. He died with honor, so to say. And when brought up, Diana says Rudolph was basically uptown before Alexstrasza, basically Matt's father, basically his father figure. And when ever since he died, Matt would go to any lengths, even to the point of death, to save Alexstrasza. So that would be probably the motivating reason. What probably how hard motivates Matt to do what he does. Raphael sends this information over to Doth in Ascending, and Doth using this information. Go ahead, Matt, with Preda.
He tells Preda this. Preda's like, you know what? You say Diana says this. Let's go see. And he teleports both of them to see Diana. And yes, she did say that. Preda then discloses the information on where they were heading, which I said earlier, but and then he says, fuck it, I'm out of here, because the best way for me not to accidentally murder an innocent child of a person my innocent child accidentally murdered is to leave. He did the intelligent thing you don't do in horror movies and get the fuck out of a bad situation. Anyways.
In the meantime.
How does he know what a horror movie is?
Well, not really important. I'm making fun of the concept.
It's a horror play.
Sure.
It's a horror play.
In the meantime, Carl, what happened?
Yeah.
Hey, well, please don't disturb the recap.
Okay. In the meantime, Carl, what do you realize at court upon consoling Aurora?
I don't realize much. This is basically just Absu saying, "Hey, time for a little bit of a
this is what we call a difficulty tweak. This is what we call a difficulty tweak."
What did he tell you to do? How did Absu tell you?
Basically, it's like, I tell Aurora exactly what she needed to know. Nothing more, nothing less. It's like, Matt got kidnapped. We got leads. We're going to go investigate those leads. And as he's walking away, Aurora starts breaking down, and it's just like, looks down at Rain Glow. Okay, fine. Turn around, help her up, get her inside, sit her down, console her, and basically tell her, Matt's gonna be fine. He's destroyed hordes of zombies on his own. He'll be fine. And that got her calmed down enough and everything. And she eventually said, yeah, just go find my husband, please. It's like, okay. And Absu gave me, for this, Fleet Step. So I went, and basically went right past Maple. It's like, it's the freaking Roadrunner incident where, like, Wile E. Coyote is just sitting on the side of the road, and all you hear is meep meep as I go flying by Maple.
Well, no, you say to Maple the thing he always says to other people: "Come with me if you want to live." Yeah. And then you take on tracking Vera because you go Noom, and Maple can't track that quickly, and you've got holy symbol ring telling you which way she's going.
Yes. And I nearly failed to track her, only I just barely got enough to be able to just catch a glimpse of her. And it's like, okay, I got you now.
Yeah,
and we just start doing
the arena where she was. Yep.
Yeah, we got almost into a chase scene, but unfortunately we had completed our mission just before that. So
in the meantime, as Avera was giving Shadow and Maple the slip, a plan was conjured up. Namely, using Raphael's teleport, a plan was hatched up to teleport Alvera all the way to Diana Scarlet to help
It was that
dispel the
melody in
dominate
particular.
spell. Melody, my apology, over at the church to cast to dispel the dominate casted upon her. So
I
the
forgot to roll
big
that
distraction,
check yesterday.
oh yeah, we will determine that now. We'll determine that. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, we already determined it because I realized it. I rolled a 2. I needed a 3, so that'll come up later. It's a surprise tool that will help me later. Not you, not us, me.
Only him. You'll not help any of us.
Well, yeah, it's that hashtag GM maniacal internal
Yeah,
laughter.
yeah. We plan was hatched up basically using you as a distraction. Alvaro would get into the range of Raphael's spell, where Raphael just has to do a touch, and boom, she'd be transported over to Melody.
I have
And
also
for 10 minutes.
For 1 second,
Yeah?
I want to tell Will what I introduced, and I will clarify this to you, Will. This is something I have introduced only if I allow you to do so before you even asked to do so.
Yeah, we had to. In this
I had
situation, because of the limitations of the
I
teleport,
had him make
name-
an Arcana check to see if he could power trick this ability, Will.
basically because
Oh no!
there
Why
were
did you
limitations.
power trick? No.
I said,
Yikes.
Will, listen to me. I said, you don't get to ask for this. If I like the idea, I will allow you to do this, but you're not allowed to ask.
A big restriction on the teleport spell is that
willing
unwilling creature cannot be teleported. I had with Matt's permission as a GM, I got the permission to teleport the unwilling creature that is Alvara.
As long as he made a hard Arcana check.
For this one situation, I can't do that for every situation.
No. DC 33 or 35, he got 38.
Yeah, and the other thing to this whole situation, Will, is you don't get to ask. If you ask, it's an immediate no. I will propose it to you. So that's the rule. I will allow power tricks if I say yes before you ask. If you ask before I say yes, it's done.
This is a nice homebrew situation, folks. The lines are just the rules are just suggestions.
And to quote the system that I took this from, this is having a stop sign next to it. In other words, you decide whether or not a player gets this.
Yeah.
By the way,
GM rules.
If you are looking for a new system and you wanted to do more than the typical D&D stuff, you wanted to do a superhero thing, try out Hero System 6th Edition. It's fun. For the whole family.
So that is where we are at right now.
If you can find it in the first place.
Let's hold it
right there. Let me just complete the recap.
Yep.
So that's where we are right now. We just casted Teleport, where Melody... Now, Matt says...
And not quite. You guys managed to get back, because Melody didn't even notice she fucked up, because it's that subtle. So,
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Also, Matt.
Yes?
Just out of curiosity, couldn't she have hero pointed that?
I don't think...
NPCs don't typically have hero points.
Yeah.
Just asking.
I mean, I could have theoretically done it, but as the GM... This is going to make things interesting. Why would I shoot myself in the foot?
Again, to clarify, this is the teleport worked. What Matt rolled for was Melody dispelling the dominate spell on Alvara. To clarify.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But regardless, the important thing to this entire story is that currently, regardless of whether or not that dominate worked, Alvara is still wanting to chase after Matt. However, Alvara has been waiting for the rest of you to fall asleep, so she's been having some time to think. So, I talked this over with Silver before session, but Silver, what is it that you need in order to succeed at this little mission?
The second most hated person on my list, but I can't clarify that vocally because to be fair, even if she said it out loud, he would deny it.
Yes.
Gavilan.
Gavilan the hero.
Hero my ass.
This is our
Here
big
I
It's
reveal.
like calling Captain Quark a fucking hero. It's like,
Is
no,
it me
he's
or
just there
Here he comes to
conveniently.
wreck your day.
Anyway,
But anyway.
anyways, I'm going. Here's the thing, Silver. I will still need some checks. However, we are going with a -5 to people's passive perception for these
Oh, lovely.
checks.
Jesus
And
Christ. Okay.
due to the fact that you are waiting till people are in a deep sleep, I'm going to let you roll with advantage for these too. There should be no way any of these people could follow you unless you majorly fuck up with
You have to
that one,
majorly fuck up.
or someone like Glinda actually gives a shit that the people she doesn't like are leaving. So there's
it will
not
be
a lot of ways
perception?
this can go bad. So in order to get out your own door and get to where you need to go, you're gonna need to make a stealth check.
Stealth.
Alright. Let's grab
Twice.
this
You have to
here.
roll it twice.
Roll twice, take better result. Passive perception, -5. Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
nope.
never mind.
Yep. Yeah. You know what, Alvera? No more stealth checks required. Honestly.
Okay, hang on. I need to bring this up. This is
Yeah?
the second nat 20 stealth you've had.
This weekend. Yeah. No.
This
I would like
you
to
nat
point
20
out-
the stealth check to
I would
elude me,
like-
and now you've nat 20 the
I
stealth
would
to
like
elude the
to
party.
point out that Alvera is the kind of person who can sneak up on you at like level 17. She's the kind of person that sneak up on you, say peekaboo, and kill you.
And you wouldn't even wake up.
Here's the
Yeah.
funny part. That's kind of where we're also going. So
Yeah, that's kind of where Shadow's going to. Anyway, so you managed to get you have a nat 20 for your stealth check. Gamelon will be getting the same privilege as you, and you won't have to roll a second stealth check to get out of here. Okay?
Wow.
Cool.
Amazing.
So, you managed to get to Gamelon's room. However, there's two ways you can approach this, because knocking on his door might make too much noise. So if you have thieves' tools, you can use thievery to pick the lock. However, I will point out, knowing that Glinda has eyes and ears everywhere, you would probably know that's not the best idea. So in order to hide the sound, or mask the sound on the knock, while still having Gavelon realize his door is being knocked on, I need a deception check.
Deception check. Show me a deception check.
Oh, sorry, hold on. 1 second. Let's say I am blind.
Deception. It's above diploma. There it is.
That is still enough with everything involved. So,
Wow.
Gavelon,
3.
you hear a knock on your door.
Go away. I'm sleeping.
That isn't his character.
Well, Alvera, how are you going to get him out of the bed?
How are you going to get him to open the door?
Your buddy.
Real shit?
Knock on my
Is it-
door at 2 a.m. in the morning. I sleep. Knock on the door at 2 a.m. in the morning from my best buddy. Real shit.
Alright, let's see who it is. I opened up the door.
Hi. She's just kind of standing there. Although she does appear very tired.
She's crouching. You're stealthing, so you are crouching there.
Yeah.
Why are you crouching in front of my door, Alvera?
How loud are you
To
saying
be honest,
this,
it's
Keith?
Oh, no, really saying.
Normal? Why?
Um,
Why wouldn't I?
He's
I don't
gonna
know
have to
anything's
roll.
going on.
Well, actually, no. This is the night of Matt being kidnapped. So, like, if Alvaro is sneaking around, you have some idea something's going on.
Oh, then I'll whisper, "What are you doing on the ground, Alvera?"
Honestly, it's not important, but she just kind of like cringes for a minute to even think about saying it, but she just kind of proceeds anyway.
I thought we were friends.
I need your help for something.
Okay.
Essentially, I need your help to locate Matt. He's been taken away, and I need to find him.
Okay.
Would you be willing to help me find him?
Okay.
And you hear
She's
that
kinda
one.
like-
oh,
she's
hold
kinda
on,
like
hold
face
on, hold on.
palms.
You hear the K coming from behind you. He has a suitcase ready, and his armor's on.
Let's
Loot.
go on an adventure.
Whisper yells.
That part was loud.
How loud are we talking? You know what?
That's a yell.
So I guess
Honestly,
Rick Ball's not helping.
no, Gurkfall, because your response to this whole thing is literally, I'd actually be more worried if anyone went to help them, because when no one did, they were fine. So you'd be doing the opposite if anyone woke you up. So, Gavilan, I know you're gonna yell, but I'm gonna give you this deception check to see if anyone gives a shit about your voice in particular.
Anyone. That's a lot of people.
I mean, me screaming at 2 a.m. is pretty normal.
Yeah, it is pretty normal.
Everybody hates it.
25.
Stop screaming at.
And remember,
4 o'clock.
you get advantage, so roll twice. We'll take the better result. You rolled a 7.
Okay.
God.
Yeah,
Luckily,
so
because
you
of-
guys are like, god damn it, he's yelling again. We're already on adventure, god damn it.
True. True.
And you realize, Alvaro, it's not
Shadow
only
Shadow
no.
opens his door, yells "Shut up," and then closes it.
Yeah.
And you realize, Alvaro, that Gavilan's actually going to make you getting out of here easier, because honestly, most people would not care if he went and did something like this.
Wow.
Because,
Amazing.
I mean,
I can
here's
teleport everywhere.
Here's the thing, Gavilan. People expect the second in command to do things like this.
Well, I'm the first in command right now.
Yeah, officially. So,
My lord.
you guys managed to get to the city gates, and here is where something is going to be a bit off. You see a woman at the gates holding a spear.
Wow.
She is not in armor, and she looks like she could do anything at this point. If you were to
Wow,
send her
a
into a
woman.
place where, you know, she could make anything happen, there is an equal chance that she'll stub her toe and cry, as she would accidentally destroy all of existence.
Wow.
And approaching you from
Image, am I
behind,
right?
wow. Approaching you from behind is an elven woman, who seems to be her partner. And this is, for the real homies who have been with me the whole way, this is the person approaching you from behind.
Why do I hear boss music right now?
And
No,
this
it's not boss music.
And
I
this
already
is the
think I know
person
who it
who's
is.
holding the spear. They are asleep. And
Where are they?
Wait, what?
They
Why
are
can't
at
I
the
see
gate.
them? Are they hiding behind my thing?
Oh, I didn't see any like pop up anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see
Okay,
it.
there's one.
There's the pop-up.
And
There you
then,
go.
Carl, you should know who this is.
Call.
Which one?
This one. The picture I just popped up again.
Call.
I've only
Okay,
seen.
so the woman woman with the fire in her hands.
No. There's another one. I'll
The
pop
other
up.
one didn't pop up.
Okay, I'll do it again.
There it is.
Oh, I know who that is.
Oh,
Where's my
I don't.
So, Carl, who
Where's
is
my
this
note?
for these
Introduce
two
it to her.
uninitiated? It is your friend with...
Adriel?
No, this is
Solace?
Benny.
Or...
No. This is your friend with
Oh
Fitz.
no, Benny Fitz.
Yes, it's Benny Fitz. Well, all the real homies know who Benny Fitz is.
I don't know who Benny Fitz.
And then her partner.
Is what you think it is if you make it into the actual.
What is the
Oh
other
my
one
god!
called?
Hold up!
And then Carl, for another hero point, her partner, who was depicted in Shadow of Corleone as a weird druid who did not know what necrophilia meant.
Oh god! I know
Oh,
we did.
God.
I should know this. I know the quest we went on in order to retrieve her staff for her against a freaking horde of undead in the nearby town where the freaking undead undead ran freaking casino is.
This is an open thing, and Keat and I talk about Greek mythology being just horrible. Keat, this person is named after the Greek mythological hero I said is the only person to not make a massive L while also being a woman.
Oh, Atalanta.
What's the last name, Carl?
Atalanta Mulligan.
Yes!
Atalanta Mulligan, Archdruid.
Hey.
Well, in this time, I've updated her. She is now a Phoenix Blood Sorcerer.
You are now given 5 hero points.
I was like, I just scrolled down. Oh shit. She is a Phoenix Blood Sorcerer because Atesh.
It's not even that. It is because when you knock her down, she'll get the fuck back up again. Because her last name is what, Carl? Mulligan.
She has mulligans.
She's a mulligan. Yes. Which is why she's such a wild card because of that. Because she mulligans.
Give us the significance of the Mulligan family name.
She is the first of this name. As far as you know, she is the first person in her family to ever exist. Somehow that works. Don't worry about it. Okay. Anyways, the elf approaches you from behind, looks at the two of you and says, "Aren't you two the associates of the emperors? What's his name? And Atalanta startles awake and is like, "Oh, these two must be Matt's friends."
Oh, you know Matt?
No, we've just heard of him.
Oh. Can I sense motive?
You can certainly try.
Alright, what do I do?
You don't have lie to me last time I checked, so perception check.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Well, as long as I don't critically fail, which I definitely will.
I mean, you have Squawk, so.
That, honestly, even a critical success would get you the same thing. You have no idea what she's thinking. None. As far as you know, she is both plotting your murder at this very moment, as well as plotting her future with you.
What about the other one?
Yeah, that's a different sense motive check, because they're different people entirely.
Wow.
I didn't know who I was rolling for.
I can't believe Matt is very progressive. Treating women very different.
Gavilan, Benny Fitz, Jesus. Elvira, you might also want to make some deception checks to see if you can figure out anything about Benny Fitz. Because, as far as you're aware, Gavilan, she's given you those eyes. You know, those eyes that your supposed future wife has given you. But please, Elvira, deception checks for these two, because if you do critically succeed, you get an interesting result from both.
Let's see what you get.
You want to try a hero point there, buddy?
Nat 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be a success on Benny, and she is going to be asking you in about 3 seconds to either tell her why you're trying to leave the city, or give her an excuse to not tell the rest of your friends before you leave. And try seeing if you can read Atalanta very quickly.
Oh, God,
another deception check. Yep.
I am a master of deception.
So that is barely a success. No, that's not a success. You want to try that again?
That's not a success.
Yeah, no.
Oh my
Devlon
god,
got
why,
a
am I,
crit
why is my
failure
deception
for
low today?
28. So DC is 28. There we
You guys got
go.
a nat 20,
That's a
bro.
success.
Oh, good.
That's a success. No, she got a nat 20 on stealth.
Oh,
So, Atalanta is very easily swayed by missions like this, and will actively sabotage her own career while progressing it in the same breath by doing something like this. So, you have someone who's going to ask for an excuse and a distraction if the excuse does not work. So, as you are piecing together these pieces, Benny looks at you and is like, that is codename Phoenix. I am codename Benefits. We have some
Wow.
questions for you, and we need to know, one, what the Emperor's military is planning on doing on the outskirts of Andrin at night, and two, what exactly you're trying to pull with the fake kidnapping.
How would I
Well-
know the answer to the first one?
Aren't
Oh,
you his
put yourself
second in
out of that situation,
command?
Alvar.
Yeah, but I'm not part of the military. I'm just a guy.
You're part of his personal military because he is the boss of your mercenary group.
I would have thought his personal military would have been the army of the place he's an emperor of.
Benny looks down and is like, technically both of those are.
Oh, I look at Alvera.
Wait, what did he say?
So, Benny Fitz is basically telling you, we have questions for you. One, what are you trying to do leaving the city at night? What are you planning on doing on the outskirts? And two, what exactly is, your plan with the whole fake kidnapping thing?
I didn't know it was happy.
Now, both of you can make me a quick society check, see if you recognize any emblems on these two.
Oh
It,
god.
it, it
I
wasn't a
am
fake kidnapping.
still not
Pete.
trained.
It wasn't a fake kidnapping, but they won't believe you outright.
They believe it's a fake kidnapping.
Well, I
It's,
have an answer for 1 and 2, but I don't really have an answer for the third one.
So,
Never can answer the third one.
19, since neither of you are trained, I will count that 19 as a success. Because,
Wow.
my god.
You know, because
That is a
I'm scared to
nat
roll
19.
mine unless
Yeah,
I want
That
to
is a
gamble.
nat
So,
19.
Gavilon, these two are Steel Falcons. You guys
Uh-huh.
actually have a companion who's a Steel
Yeah,
Falcon.
no, it's- I don't remember their name, but we had know it's still
Mari,
Falcon.
Mayuru.
Hey, you guys know a Mayuru?
They look at you and say, oh yeah, she is working with you guys now. To be fair, we do want to be at a better term with your emperor and his wife, but at the same time, and she looks at you two and is like, let's just say, while our peace with Taldor has always been somewhat more stable than with Shellyax, it's only recently we began actually aligning with each other.
Alignment.
Okay.
So, once again, we need you to answer our questions. Alvera, you do know that there is a... How do I put this to you, Alvera? You know that the only excuse that will work to get you out of this is to get Atalanta to step in the way of this whole thing, and unfortunately you're gonna have to think like someone you hate.
We're going on an adventure.
No. No. I think Doth.
Yeah, I think like
no,
Freydis.
no,
Oh.
worse.
Freydis.
No,
No, her mother.
No?
Yes,
Freydis.
her mother.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, Mystery cleric. Okay. Think like that. Yeah.
No.
YouTube's not
Silver
gonna like
knows what.
this.
No. Silver knows what I'm thinking of.
What are you thinking of, Silver? Good
I'm
luck,
honestly
Catherine.
trying to think.
I don't know, Silver. We've talked about what's going to be happening in a bit, so I'm adding more fuel
And
to
you-
that fire.
Do you know what you talked about? No,
I know, but
Silver.
will you like it? That's
need
the
a-
question.
If you need a refresher, that's all right. You're good.
Because then my brain is blanking, honestly.
Go ahead, Matt.
So, you know that when I say Atalanta's into these cheesy type of missions, Atalanta really likes a dumb romance story. That's your key here.
Oh,
It is.
no.
Yes! Chaos! Watch the world burn.
Oh, I was thinking something much more blunt.
No.
Romance.
No. They'd throw you in jail if you tried to do that. Anyway, so,
Yeah.
Silver.
What's
God.
your move?
Is there a particular way to word this, or how can I go about trying to describe this?
Well,
like, is it just kind of describe it however I can lay it out, or is there a particular way of doing this?
Well, let me. Okay, so you are going out to save. Okay, god damn it. You know what? You can say this in a way that you're tired and it comes across as innocent, but Atalanta's going to take this the wrong way. I'm going to save my, dad?
Matt's your dad?
Are we doing this, Silver?
Oh, God. I guess so. I
do
don't know how else to really... I honestly don't know any other way to say it.
So, yeah.
And say it like it.
I'm not going to make you say it. I'll count me saying
I'm
it
on
as it.
very rough edges right now.
So, Gavilan said, Matt's your dad, and Atalanta's like, nah, we can let him pass. This sounds interesting. Benny looks at Atalanta, looks back at you, looks at Atalanta, who is now in front of her face, and Benny looks at Atalanta and is like, please don't, Atalanta. We have a job to do. And Atalanta picks her up, puts her over her shoulders, like, don't worry, we'll stay away from the gate for a couple of hours. And you just see Benny trying to grab her bow. She's like, no, silly, they don't need that.
Well, we might need it here.
Can you, why do you call her Benny again?
It's an inside joke, dude.
It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. We'll talk it out later. Anyways, well, first of all, it's a code name. It's a joke code name. But anyways, you guys are able to sneak out. And I will explain this a bit using a different character, but someone else sneaks out behind you about 10 minutes behind.
Ooh. Okay.
And now...
Matt? You there, bud?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I'm pinging someone.
Ping. Oh! Okay. We need to bring him in.
Yes. Steph, what are you looking at?
So,
Let's go.
Steph, well, guys, they're
I'm
having
down.
a bit of a headache today, so let's calm down. So, Seth, speaking of headaches, your typical various nightmares have been disturbed by you waking up with a searing pain on your wrist.
Oh, great. Not again.
And as you look in the mirror of your room, you see Replica standing before you. She bows in the mirror and she tells you, well, fucker, guess what you're doing?
Do I even want to ask?
Well, probably not. But I need you to follow Alvera and Gavilan, who are 10 minutes ahead of you and trying to go find your leader.
This is a trick, isn't it?
A trick you have no other option than to follow, because if you don't, let me just emphasize this again. She, claps her hands and you go have that searing pain. It's not doing any damage, but it's just agonizing. She claps her hands again. That will happen.
Okay, fine. So my character, he stands up and kind of glares at her. Okay, I don't even know where they are.
Yeah, trust me. Just look. They're heading to Styre. I'll help guide your compass. But another thing, get your gear, dumbass. It's not like this is gonna be easy.
Heading to Styre? That's good.
Well, I'm sorry that you just woke me up out of nowhere. All right, fine.
I mean, you basically our entire cult's bitch, so expect this.
Fuck yourself. So he just reaches over and he grabs all his stuff. He's getting everything prepared, you know. Still keeping an eye on the replica while he's doing that. And he just looks back like, all right, what now?
I will. Well, and she jumps out of the mirror, and then she grabs the seal and suddenly goes inside that, and she's like, I'm chilling out inside of you now, so I'll walk you through where you need to go. First of all, go to the northeastern gate, or northeastern gate.
Northeastern gate.
Yeah, I'll put it on your map, and you suddenly know exactly where you need to go.
It gives him a HUD.
This is better than an Apple Watch, Jesus Christ. Alright.
This is better than frickin' MapQuest any day.
MapQuest.
Now this is pod racing.
So, I will also need a stealth check for you to get out of here, too, because you were talking to yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably a schizo. Alright, where am I going? Where am I pressing?
Steel, you need to press your stealth button.
Bunk. Oh my fucking...
You know what? Roll with advantage, because she's not tolerating some bullshit. There, that...
I swear to God.
Honestly, Glinda's just happy to see you go.
Really?
Good.
Oh, okay.
Well, because she can't hear replica.
Wow. That magic is super weak.
Well, it's not super weak. It's replica is literally talking to Seth using magic. So, hard to hear magical... not important. So, Seth, you managed to find them talking to some guards at the city gate, and then you start following them, and you notice a third figure following you. You don't know who it is, but Replica tells you don't give a crap about it, just keep walking, or else everyone gets it, not just you.
Who's our third follower?
And we will be back to that in a second, because, Seth, I'll ping you again when it's time, buddy.
Okay.
So, as you all wake up in the morning with the minor disturbance from Gavlon, and get to the breakfast table, you know, well, Matt and Graves aren't here, that's obvious. Seth isn't here, Alvura isn't here, and Gavlon's not here.
Jesus Christ, how many people have left?
More than safe.
More than what is safe.
That's the answer. More left than stayed.
Well, so let me see a head count then.
Well, misery loves company, I guess.
As I'm sitting down to eat what I assume to be my breakfast, I just glance over, like, it's just a lot of empty spots at the table.
Not quite. Actually, the table got bigger, because while those 5 have left, the rest of your mercenary crew has been invited to this breakfast. Including some faces.
Oh, yeah, because we're about to do a tournament up against all players.
Thanks for notifying. Yeah. All right.
No, you guys had a long day. You guys had a long day, so it took you a second to realize that, this table extends. Freaking that Smash Bros. Meme. Everyone has joined the battle. Meanwhile, I will ask you guys to make some perception checks to see how people are doing. Particularly Aurora, her royal guards, and Glinda.
Oh, well, there are some assumptions I can take before taking this perception check, but okay.
Well, it's a sense motive, so
I'm gonna not take that.
How many perception checks?
One for her 2 royal guards, her advisor, and herself.
Okay, so
that's 1. I
need 4, Raphael. So
4. I'm gonna do. I did a hero point off of my nat 1.
So in particular, Glinda looks like she's being reprimanded every morning at this point, which is new to her because she's shifting uncomfortably, like she's been thrown off balance.
Watch last episode to realize how that came to be.
Yep, and I still need checks from other people to see who realizes that. And Gurkful?
What?
Perception check, or, well, it's sense motive, so you can use deception too.
Oh, I can use deception for it?
Yeah, it's a sense motive check, Will.
Yeah, boop.
Okay, everyone notices Glinda looks like she's very uncomfortable. Now I will need another round from everyone.
Wait, what?
I
There's
will
a couple
hero
of
point
sense
that.
motives, Will, so...
Well...
So, as far as Aurora goes, she has not slept. Her eyes have bags underneath. She is sipping a huge mug of coffee. And, she is literally not touching food, either.
We're talking about Aurora, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Aurora.
Fixing that later real quick.
And then her royal guards, you can see how they're doing with another 2 rounds.
I thought I did it already.
27
Okay.
and 28 respective.
Yep.
Wait, what?
There's some sense motives going on, Will.
20 and 15.
So 2 more deception checks.
I made all of them.
Yes, you've made all of them, Will.
I could have done a deception check.
Congratulations.
Oopsie.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
I
Okay.
mean, do you want to try them as deception checks?
For the 2 guards, I'll do deception.
Yeah, so you guys, Lillian is trying to coax Aurora into eating something. In fact, it seems like it's one of those things where Aurora is touching something that she would typically not touching something she would typically be scarfing down like no tomorrow. And Agate is eyeing down the rest of you, trying to discourage you from looking too far into any of this.
I just look at Agate, it's like, I already know what's going on.
Well,
I mean,
you said...
he is not the most intimidating with that -2 modifier in charisma.
Yeah, no, but at the same time, it's like, I know exactly what's going on, because I can read the room, and I know what to...
Raphael can't do anything with the Aurora, because Glinda will piss off Glinda, which he's trying not to do right now.
That being said, there are a couple of things you guys can do before we go back to the other side of things. First of all...
Could you say how...
First of all, there are people... Okay, one of you take a pen, take a piece of paper, I'm giving you the list. Okay, cool, got it, let me know when you're ready.
I'll put it down on Roll20.
No, like, this is your note-taking session for who's in your group.
Oh, okay. One moment.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So, whenever you're ready, Sass.
Go ahead.
So, you met 3 elves in the land of Keonian who helped solidify your alliance with Keonian and helped bring forces from Keonian to the battle. Unfortunately for Cheliax, this was not a foreseen outcome, so they basically got flanked. One of the downsides of this.
They
got Darius Targan, a magus who uses a bow and has a nice pet hawk called Ryder.
Last name.
Hang on.
Targan. Targen.
As a hunter with a nice bow and a nice pet.
Yeah, magus in particular.
Magus.
Yes. You have Ariel Solace, a particularly...
Hang on.
Okay.
My freaking iPad's getting slow. Elf Magus. What's the hawk's name?
Ryder.
Strider?
Ryder.
Okay.
Like Bronco Country, let's ride. Anyway.
Let's ride!
Okay.
You have Ariel Solace, who is a... I describe them as an arcane trickster. They are a rogue who is particularly dedicated to learning not just the sneaking tactics of a rogue, but also delving into magic.
He does a bit of trolling.
Arcane trickster, nice.
She does a
Arcane.
bit of trolling. Ariel Solis, female elf name. Darius Targan, male elf name. You have Germana Kalia, a elf transmutation wizard with a weird... Well, she worships Callistria. I'll put it that way.
Oh,
We're
that's all you have to say. So we have a
Excuse me,
female
Mom?
elf
Okay.
illustrian. What's her name again?
She is a transmutation wizard. Her name is Germana Kalia. Germana, like the first part of Germany. But
Germana.
like Germany,
The
except
Y is
replace
replaced
the Y
with
with
an
an
A.
A, yeah. And
Germana.
Kaelia, Caelia.
CAEALIA.
Transmutation wizard.
Okay.
You have...
Those are the 3 elves from Keonian, right?
Yes, the 3 people from Keonian who managed to help you guys secure an alliance with Keonian to help with the siege. Anyways, to help keep one of the other big economic empires out of the fight, you met them in the land right to the north of where you are now, dedicated to Calistrade. A prophet dedicated to basically make money, use it to turn yourself into an immortal being. Don't worry about it. It is the bounty hunting crew led by Alexander Romanov, who is a gunslinger, who is particularly a sniper gunslinger.
Sniper gunslinger.
Yes. And
Okay.
his second in command is Heather Morgan, an angel Eidolon summoner, who happens to have an angel of Callistria as her Eidolon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She is a human-born Azamar. Alexander is a human. Just basic human.
Human-born Azamar.
Yep.
Okay, so hang on. You're going to... Matt, I can't type that fast on my iPad, dude.
Well, I think Saz has it. He can share his notes with you after class, okay?
Please do.
Because
I'm like, I want to add these people to my list.
The head is a sniper gunslinger, and the second in the command is Heather Morgan, a Callistrian who is a human-born Azamar.
Yes. Her Eidolon is an angel of Callistria known as Lucy.
Eidolon Lucy.
Alexander is a human, by the way, so add that to your notes.
What? You cut that, sorry.
Alexander is a human, so add that to your notes.
I did.
That's what Alexander.
Alexander Romanov. And by the way, another pop quiz for a hero point. How did I fuck up with introducing him in Shadow of
Who?
Corleone?
A while back.
Alexander Romanov.
Didn't you try to introduce him into the party?
Who's the circus one?
No.
No.
Carl, I think Carl has this. Carl?
Yeah, you tried introducing him in the middle of the party that was being held in the Mwangi area that we were at, in the evil Jizz Palace.
Yes, but it was before that. But where did I accidentally ruin the surprise?
The fact that he was a little bit of a bitch.
No, it had to do with a filing error, so no hero point from that one. Anyway,
it was namely that you filed him as an enemy.
I did, but still no hero point.
Yeah, I do remember that he was filed off as an enemy.
Oldir Strongback is an orc from the, he's a Holdborn orc, so he's from Belkson. He is a thaumaturge and a treasure hunter.
What? Thaumaturge.
Oh my god.
He's from where again?
Why does my cursor keep disappearing?
He is from Belkson. He is a Hold-Scarred orc.
Hold-Scarred orc, okay.
And then you have a human-born tiefling, Bard, who is Gavilan's nemesis, that he probably forgot about, known as Clara Sky.
I remember that woman.
Clara Sky. Sky.
Could I forget the terrible Bard?
Human
then you
tiefling,
have
Clara Sky. Okay.
Human tiefling bard, Clara Sky. Then you
Okay.
have the Callistrian liberator, Alda Luros, who is close friends with Heather and Uldir Strongback. The second part's not necessary. Just Alda Luros, half-elf champion of Callistria. There you go.
Alda Luras.
Aldalluras.
I'm trying to keep up with all this, and I'm starting to get pissed.
Callistrian Alda Luras. And her
Callistrian champion.
Champion, okay.
Then you have a Greed Rune Lord Wizard by the name of Odin the Wise. Odin is spelled with a Y, and so is Wise. So ODYNTHEWYZE.
O with a Y. So ODYN and Wise. WYZE.
Yes. Odin the
Odin
Wise. Odin the Wise.
Okay.
He is an orc greed wizard.
What's a greed wizard?
It's like a transmutation wizard, but they get more spell slots by being greedy. So, like, bathing in money.
That's funny.
Then you have his best friend and fellow clansman from Belkson, Thorum the Mighty. THORUM the Mighty. Who is a Spirit Instinct Barbarian and a Cleric of Pharasma.
A Spirit Instinct Librarian and Cleric of Pharasma, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you have the person you met in the water plane with Alexander, Chelsea Ocean. Child of Aquaria, in other words, she is an undying water bloodline sorcerer.
Undying blood water
I just realized something, Matt. Is she
What?
related to a certain person that comes up in Shadow?
Hilla is here, but they are not related. It's just a common last name.
What's
sad?
Her name
Hilla
is
Ocean. Hilla Ocean at the moment is a hireling. Chelsea Ocean is a water bloodline sorcerer.
Chelsea Ocean. Water bloodline sorcerer.
Then you have Mimi Lilac, MIMILILAC.
What?
Mimi Moniker?
Oh my god! Like at this point, I'm like, Sass, this is all on you. I cannot.
Mimi Lilac. A lilac. I see LILAC.
You got screwed over with Heather Morgan.
Nini. I'm assuming it's NINI. Okay.
MIMI. Yes.
MIM. It's M or N. Hold up. M or N.
M as in Mary. I as in Isaac. M as in Mary.
Gotcha.
I as in Isaac.
Lilac. Okay, gotcha. Who is she?
He is the first person you recruited, a cloistered cleric of Caden Kalian.
Cleric of Caden Kalian. Okay.
Then you have the other person you recruited in the same breath, Kelgar.
Kelgar was also recruited.
Don't worry. We won't let you forget about Kelgar. And then these recruiting efforts were done by other members of your mercenary crew in other places. So please, outside of a few select. So you have a dwarf inventor by the name of Muir Ironfist, MUIR,
oh my gosh.
space, capital IRON -FIST.
What's the first Iron Fist? So that's the last name. What's the first name?
MUIR, Muir, Iron Fist. Or Muri.
Muir. MUIR. Muir.
Muir. Iron Fist.
Boy, it's probably better just copy and paste in.
He wants me to write it. Okay.
Because this, I think it'll make more. Well, it's going to be actually harder for me to copy and paste this and shit in chat because I don't have a list.
Okay, that's alright. That's alright.
Sheets.
Droll inventor, your Iron Fist.
Then you have Droll Drag Deep Brand.
Droll
I will spell
drag.
that for you. DROLDRARG. Droll Drarg. and then Deep Brand.
Groldrag.
Droldrarg. Droldrarg. Yeah, I know. These are dwarf names are interesting. And then Deep Brand, DEEP, or sorry, DEEP dash BRAND.
DRAND. What?
Deep Brand. DEEP
Okay,
dash
Brand.
BRAND. Yes.
Yes.
Then
Who's
you
Deep
have that is he is a giant instinct barbarian.
Giant instinct barbarian. Yes.
He is
There's a lot
also
of
an
stuff.
amnesiac.
Amnesiac like me. Gotcha.
Then you have Trim Rock, a dwarf druid.
Dwarf druid.
I'm just
Rock.
imagining he's trimming
TRIM
rock.
Space ROK.
No C. Okay. No C. Okay.
No C. And you have his lushy familiar Loesch, who is a fungus lushy, and his
Loesch.
Very
pterodactyl.
long note taking.
Yes, it is a very long note taking because
Loesch.
the reason I'm doing
trying
this,
hard to pay attention.
the
also
reason
keep
I am
myself
doing
up.
this now is because unfortunately you guys are gonna need a list of these guys going forward.
Oh, fuck.
And his pet pterodactyl, cave pterodactyl to be fair, Petra.
Ah, that's cute.
Yes.
Petra. He has a cave pterodactyl named Petra. Trim Rock.
Yes. And then you
gotcha.
have the
Okay.
people you helped recruit in the Magambia, Matt's apprentice Alvis, who currently has no class designation.
Matt's apprentice Alvis. No
Yes.
class.
You have the cleric of Ashava, Glenn Greentree.
Cleric of Alshava, Glen.
Ashava, ASHAVA.
No L. Okay.
Yeah, and Glenn
Glenn
Greentree is
Greentree.
exactly what you think it is.
I
You
know.
have a rogue who is a naughty, whose typical form is of
Naughty rogue.
elf.
Naughty
named-
rogue elf.
Whose name
not.
is Tulsi Eightlegs.
8 legs.
Yes.
Is this not a spider?
No, this isn't a naughty who transforms into an elf. She is Tulsi
Let's
Eightlegs.
see. 8 legs.
You
What's a
have
naughty? What's a?
a naughty is a spider person, but this is a particular type of spider person whose form is not
How-
human, but another common race.
How do you spell naughty? Sorry.
ANADI.
What the? A nobby. A nobby.
naughty,
I thought you said
yes.
naughty.
No,
Jesus
a
Christ,
naughty.
okay.
Yes. Then you have the former Lion Knight and Cavalier Lancelot. Human,
Right.
has a horse he rides on.
Lancelot with a horsey.
Yes. And then you have a former student of Magambia, a woman by the name of Abashola. ABASHOLA.
Oh, ABASHOLVA.
OLA. Abashola.
okay. Shola. LV. Gotcha. Thank
Then you, Sass, recognized 2 of these people, but I will introduce the rest of them to you in character. So please
Oh,
take
okay,
notes
all
after these 2. But you have Rose O'Sullivan, the owner of the bar you guys have a little powwow in the Plane of Water.
Oh, I know this person, or
Yes!
everyone knows this person?
You know this person as the person
Okay.
who you met in the bar of before everything went to shit.
Oh, is this the elemental?
No, this is the one person in the elemental plane who is not an elemental.
Oh, before everything went to shit.
Yeah,
And
the
then
bar.
before
The bar. Yes, the bar before everything went to shit. Rose O'Sullivan.
Well, okay. Where I tried to get Seth to tell me what the book is. Gotcha.
Yes, and then the investigator who was laughing at you, Livia Soranus. LIVIA space SORANUS.
Oh my god.
Yes, I know, this is a lot. And
Look. After
LIVLA.
session, we're gonna have to share notes and make sure we get this all right. Because holy
Yes.
crap, Matt! Couldn't you have just copied and pasted and made a PDF?
No,
No.
we'll just hold on.
Because
Hold on. No, I just want to say her name again. Olivia. Spell her name again.
Livia. Olivia. Like Olivia
feel
without an
Yes,
O.
Olivia. Oh my gosh, Keith, man, you're too. Go ahead.
And then
Go ahead.
Soranus, Soranus.
SORAMU. You're
So
literally filling my ears now, Keith.
So imagine combining the name of the main character from Kingdom Hearts and the word anus. Soranus.
Anus. Sure, gotcha. Thank you.
Yes.
Soranus?
Also,
I thought it was
Keith,
with a U.
something's
I thought
wrong
it was
with your
an
mic,
M,
dude.
I thought it was a Michael, not a naughty. With an M. M. Woman who laughed at me at the bar.
Livia
Livia
Soranus. Yes.
Oh, with an N. Okay.
Yes,
fine.
with an N.
Laughed
Anyways,
at the
to
sex.
give
Keith,
everyone we will take our first bio of the night to give everyone a quick break to recuperate from this shit. Okay,
1, 2,
we'll be
3,
right
4,
back.
5, 6. Sorry about that, folks. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
sorry about that, folks. In other news, to give you a bit more entertaining, Silver, ping Seth because shit's about to go down for this thing. So, you guys, so here's the thing, Keat. You allow people to walk at triple speed, triple time.
I can
you
also
know.
teleport.
I mean, you don't know exactly where you're teleporting because obviously
Yeah,
they're
good.
not camping out in Styre because it's on fire.
You took teleport? Amazing.
Yeah, anyway, so you guys are able to catch up to... Basically, you get to about a point where you think there's a town, you think he might be here. You ask around the inn, and you do know that... you ask around the town, you get there in the morning, you're exhausted, but you do... here there was a couple of heavily armored and armed people walk by, and then you hear coming in from inside the inn of this town, which is surprisingly large, almost like this might be a small tourist destination. The laughing of Graves in particular, who you know is with Matt. And
The laughing of Graves.
yes, you hear Graves laughing at some joke. He sounds slightly intoxicated. You know he's with Matt unless Matt is going like complete absolute anarchy and going by himself.
But Matt was kidnapped.
No, Matt was temporarily kidnapped. Now he's going after his kidnapper. Because
Oh.
yeah.
Okay then. Hey Alvera, I hear the laughter of Santa.
Oh, jeez.
Let's be honest, Grace would make a great Santa.
Unironically, he would. He just is not Santa.
Petition for a holiday one shot. Kidding.
You're on Graves' naughty list.
Hey,
Hey Alvera, I hear the laughter of Graves.
Wait, I thought he was back with the others.
I
was
don't know.
here?
He's here now.
Ugh,
I
just
don't control
groans.
how this world
So-
works. Let's go to the bar.
you guys, there are a couple of doors in this place, but in particular, you guys enter through this set of double doors. Like this bar, this place is larger than a typical inn. So, Alvera, you open this door and you see the person you're looking for sitting with Graves as they're having a cup of ale for Graves in the morning and a cup of coffee for Matt.
Oh, I guess we learned who he is.
What?
So, Alvera, you see these two sitting down, relaxing, preparing for whatever's to come ahead. You've spent this whole night chasing after these two.
Look, Alvera, it's them.
Are we just pretty much able to walk in, or are we still...
It's an inn. Yeah, it's public space.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because Alvera just kind of like starts to walk in. Of course, she can't quite stand right because she is very exhausted.
Fortunately, Matt heard Galwan. He stands up, turns towards you, and face palms. What are you doing here?
I don't know. Ask Alvera. I've been told literally nothing.
Because Alvera just kind of like starts to kind of stumble up. It's like, looking for you. That's why we're here. And you can just hear the exhaustedness in her voice.
Can I get a pint?
The bartender's like, yeah, sure. So, Alvera, why are you looking for me?
Because everybody's panicking where you went.
Hey, Will, you need to mute while you're eating. You need to mute while you're eating, Will.
Well, no.
Will ASMR.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
The
I heard
stream
it.
was picking it up more than Alvera.
It was picking it up, yeah.
Yeah. So he says, yes, and I didn't exactly know that anyone would tell you where I was heading, so how did you find me, and why are you here?
Well, first of all, she like motions her hand towards Gavilan.
Hi. I don't know why she did that.
Neither do I.
All I did was make us run fast.
He was about my only other option. You can just tell she's pained by having to do that.
I thought we were diamond buddies, but okay.
Again, I didn't even want Graves to come. This is something I want to do alone, but Graves won't let me. And Graves just looks at you and is like, he looks down at his drink, chugs it, walks up to the bar. Hey, can I get a barrel? I'm gonna need it.
What's it with Graves and barrels?
And Matt looks at you, Alvaro, and he says, so what are you here for?
Again, I already had stated why I'm here. And she just kind of like proceeds to like kind of like get up closer to you and then attempts to try to punch you.
You didn't say
But
why.
because of how exhausted she is, it doesn't quite work out that well.
Yes. Also, Matt would grab your fist and sort of say, why are you here?
Because then she just kind of like stares for a minute, and then her eyes immediately start to water up, and then proceeds to just kind of like cling on to you, and it's like, just don't fucking leave like that again. And she's practically just starting to sob at that point.
Gavilan he drinks his pint.
So, as this is happening, we have the person following you guys, Seth, walk in. And Matt looks at Seth and he's like, why are you here?
Hi, Seth.
Hi. Hello.
I guess this is
Nothing.
happening now. And then, you know, Seth, you can get situated. And when you get situated, Miu shows up.
I'm
Oh.
Oh.
Let the torment begin.
Wait, why is she here?
Who's this?
Alvara's mom. Why?
Say Alvaro just immediately like turns over, almost like stumbling over herself from turning so fast. Like, is she here? And then
Yeah.
she just kind of looks over. It's like, Alvaro, are you okay? And Alvaro's like, no, don't start.
Okay, I miss a lot. I don't even how.
It's gonna say Mia just kind of looks at you. Is like, well, it's kind of a long story.
Okay. Well, all right. All right then.
Matt looks
Things are
at the
really
three
good.
of you and says, why are you just... I am not coming back. I am doing what I am doing. If you want to sign up for this, I'm not taking responsibility for you. And I do not want any of you to follow me on this job. So turn back now if you want, and I encourage you to do so.
Shouldn't you go back and do emperor things?
No, this is more
Why not?
important.
Is it?
Matt just glares at you and is like, I have a chance to save Alex Straza. And I'm taking it.
I did not know that.
I'm gonna say, meanwhile, Alvaro is just still kind of like half sobbing and then just kind of like starting to gradually kneel down onto the floor from being so exhausted.
Okay. Well, this is kind of awkward. Just kind of standing there, like unsure what to do, but he like walks over to Elvira. Just kind of like, I hope you're okay.
Because she like looks up, it's like,
Can we get another pint?
Oh my
Matt
god.
looks over at Graves and is like, I'm heading out now, Graves. And Graves grabs his arm and says, they came all this way. They're coming. As am I. And Matt just stares at him. And Graves says, look, when it comes down to it, you're probably the only person who's going to reach through. But we're walking into hell. Not a bad idea to have some more.
All right.
I was gonna say me is just kind of like standing there, just like, I mean, if you're heading someplace, could you at least make sure my daughter's okay? She looks miserable. And she's kind of like going over to check on her. However, you could just hear Alvera just like
Running.
growling for the most part when she's
Yeah.
nearby.
And Matt's eyes sort of roll, and he's like, fine, we'll take a day to recuperate. Not that I need it, but obviously you do.
Boy, did I bet on the wrong adventure horse. I'm just laughing.
say-
all-
And Alvera just kind of like scoots off from everybody a little bit, kind of like trying to get herself up. It's like,
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
I haven't slept this entire time trying to get here. I am not abandoning this for the life of me. And she's like hanging on to the counter to even stand at that point.
Matt walks over to you, places his hand on your shoulder, looks you in the eye, and says, this could kill all of us. I'd prefer to not drag any of you with me. I'd prefer you miss this for your life, so that you can keep
I was
going.
gonna say now Ver just kind of proceeds to like grab your wrist at that point. It's like, do you think I'm allowing that?
Matt looks you in the eye and says,
You probably don't realize what is driving me to even be here.
Matt looks you deep in the eye and says, maybe I don't. Or maybe we have something in common. I will not let another thing happen to the people I care about. I promised myself that years ago. And Alex Straza comes back with the potential to be saved. I would have done anything for Rudolph, and I'm about to do everything in my power for Alex Straza.
I say now Ver's grip just kind of like tightens a little bit, and she goes to say, and I am not going to sit behind and watch someone else leave my sights. Not like before. And I would hope you understand what I am referencing from that. I came all the way out here for that reason. And I am not allowing this to repeat itself again. I figured you would have understood.
I do. But I thought you could understand. I left on my own. Graves followed because he's not letting me go this alone, and I tried to dissuade him. I am trying to do the same to you. I care about you. I do not want you to die fighting my battle. Because then, everything was for naught.
Ever just kind of like exhales a breath. She like, and I completely understand, but I was gonna say she just kind of like just struggles a little bit to continue, but she continues anyway. I just don't want to lose somebody again like I lost my father. And I
Need
I
rest. Like I said, I'll hold up for a day. Recuperate, make your decision. Graves thinks it's a good idea, and I'm willing to cooperate. But know that if you do anything that gets you hurt or worse, I will never forgive myself.
I am just merely following a promise that I made. And I want to fulfill that promise. Even if it means I can't fulfill it to its full capability, I still want to try.
Can I get a pint?
God damn it.
Like it's conversation like that. That's why this is not the greatest place for this powwow. Please get a room, get some sleep. I won't leave without you.
And she just kind of like, just gradually kneels again, just kind of sits there.
So Matt would offer you a hand to get up.
I was gonna say she just kind of sits there. She doesn't even try to reach. But of course, it's obvious to tell that she has done far too much for her own body at that point.
Matt walks over to the bartender and innkeeper. He's like, "I'll need 5 rooms for tonight."
I think I have a sleep spell.
And he gives each one of you a key, and then looks at Mew and says, "Why did you come here?"
Because Mia just kind of blinks a little bit, just like, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what's really going on, but I only merely noticed that my daughter wasn't here, and I was worried.
Well, your services will not be needed any further.
She just kind of like just folds her hands in front of her, just like, I suppose. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what I could do.
That is exactly the outcome I would expect. Walks up, stares down Mew, and is like, "Listen to me. You are batting well above your weight class. And as someone who knows what it's like to deal with someone who doesn't want to be in their life, leave. You're causing her more distress with being here."
And say Mia just kind of like blinks a little bit, kind of like looks over towards Elver and then back over. It's like, I suppose I can't exactly argue at the moment.
The minute you find a reason or a opinion to argue with me on that, will be a day that will never come.
I mean, it's been so long since I've seen her. I mean,
and honestly, she probably would have preferred never to see you again.
Damn.
Because Mia just kind of becomes very quiet at that point.
Oh, and don't try and pray to your god to strike me down, 'cause I happen to know her quite well too. And honestly, she'd probably strike you down for doing so.
I wasn't implying that I.
What are you still doing here?
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, and she just kind of like starts to back out.
One more thing before you go. The very least you can do is apologize for what you've done before walking out of her life again.
Then she just kind of becomes quiet again because it's clear that she's like fairly anxious at that point.
Go on. I'm waiting.
I was gonna say she just kind of like turns back over again and just kind of like she just essentially just kind of like stares for a minute. She's like, I apologize.
For what?
I apologize for the things that have happened.
Be more specific. Why don't I start listing examples? I'm sorry, Alvera, that I started whoring myself out. I'm sorry, Alvera, that I tried to manipulate you every day of your goddamn life. One second. Go. Sorry. Concerned individual in the household. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. All good. Go ahead.
Like somebody needs a pint.
You may proceed.
Because I'm just waiting on him.
No, that... Oh, well, you know what? Maybe it's for the better if you turn tail and run. Because it's obvious you have no idea what you've done.
I was just trying to look out for her then.
Parents need to understand something. We understand. You try and do what's right for us. But there were other choices you could have made. You could have sacrificed your nice, cozy life. You could have spent the money in a way that would have lasted longer. You could have let her choose to be what she wanted to be. But you treated her like your favorite toy, a possession, something to be owned, not to be taught, not to be raised, something that you only valued because you held it. And if you don't see what you've done, then leave.
No. Because she's just kind of like struggling to find her words. No, I understand. It's just I was just worried for her. I didn't want her going
Leave.
down the same. And she just kind of like looks around for a minute before she just kind of like starts to slow back out again.
Graves sort of
What'd you
walks
say?
over. Matt just is giving this huge sigh, and Graves walks over and is like, "Hey, man, calm down. It's not your dad." And he turns to Graves and is like, "It's close enough." And Matt sits down and he turns to Seth and says, "By the way, let me know if you ever want me to do that to Doth."
Yes, please.
He just kind of like awkwardly like scratches his leg or whatever, like his knee or and and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll consider it that. um,
And then just meanwhile, through this, Elver is just sitting on the floor at that point still.
what? Uh, so a character decides to walk over and try to get Alvera up, or um, at least like try to hold her from just laying on the floor. You know, anything's better.
Well, how are you doing that?
She,
Just
to be
dra-
fair, she is still conscious, but her body is just limp at that point. So you're practically trying to lift her at this point.
It's
She can't
Ragdoll.
manage to stand on her own.
Gmod Ragdoll.
Yeah, Gmod Ragdoll.
Yeah,
Um,
she's still conscious. She knows what's going on. She just can't really function right now.
Okay.
Her body's just kind of given up the second she got there.
Should I just like
Seth,
her?
Seth, very quickly, highs or lows?
Oh no. Oh. Low?
Luckily, this is not a negative high or low. This is.
I swear to God, what is with me?
You actually got low. You actually got low,
Oh.
so it's a positive result, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. You scared me. I was like, okay, I guess the dice gods are mad. Still.
So, Replica sort of notices that you being here is going to require an explanation. So, what you originally was thought is that you need some time to rest, and that mark on your arm doesn't grow in the exact pattern. It looks like there's just a glow on your arms, and then suddenly, everyone feels as if they've gotten 8 hours of sleep and 3 full meals.
Huh, I suddenly feel like I had 8 hours of sleep and 3 full meals.
God.
And Replica whispers in your ear, say, "A gift from Melody. Say it."
It's gift from Melody.
Ooh?
That looks at Keat, or looks at Gavilan and facepalms, is like, really? I mean, like, do I need to give you a list?
Maybe.
Well,
Oh.
I would, but you can't read.
Oh, that's right. Drat.
That's one of the women who raised me.
Oh, yeah, her.
So, I guess that happened.
Yeah.
Side note, we will definitely make that list, not only of the mercenary group, but everyone we've encountered. Go ahead.
What the fuck?
It's an aside, don't worry about it.
It's an aside.
Matt looks at you
Go
all
ahead.
now and says, "So I will ask you one last time. Why are you here, and are you ready to die? Because both of these outcomes are very likely."
Sure. Yeah.
I still have no idea why I'm here.
Elver just kind of looks over. She just groans. It's like, I asked for your help.
You had to find Matt. We found him.
Well, and Matt looks at you and is like, "Remember, I found out Alexstrasza might be capable of being saved. So I'm diving into hell to save my mother."
One of them, at least.
You mean like literal hell?
Well, you know the ruins we first met at, Gavilan and Seth?
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's where we're going.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
That's quite a
We better not
callback.
run into him.
I wonder if we'll meet our friends.
Well, our friends are back at base.
Oh, I
And
meant
if
the
you
ones
meet-
that served us dinner.
Matt looks at you and is like, "Didn't we murder them?"
We murdered some of them.
Well, the one we didn't murder, I shoved it into my backpack and was eaten by snakes.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the sole survivor eaten by snakes.
Wow. Go ahead.
Honestly, if we run into Jones there, I'm just gonna say, well, he gets what's coming to him. Whatever that is.
Well,
That's
the
what I was
chances of
referring
Jones
to.
being there would be like 1,000,000,000 to 1.
I mean,
Uh,
fortunately, I did tuck away the key and map somewhere back at base before everything happened.
How far away is this place?
We've got about 4 hours of walking left.
Let's teleport.
That sounds like a decent idea.
Because I just learned teleport and I want to use it.
I mean, but that can't do all of us, right? It's 4
Uh,
people.
I believe it says me and others.
How many?
4 people. 4 other people.
So let's see. It's me, Graves, you, Seth, and yeah, that'll work.
Let's go. I'm gonna press the button.
Before we
sorry.
do so, again, when I say this, I mean it. Chances of death are high. Please, I beg of you, back out now, so I don't lose more than I came searching for.
Sorry to butt in. Did you include Alvera in that
Yes,
count?
me, Graves,
Okay.
Alvera, Seth, and Gavilan.
Okay.
You say Alvera just kind of like adjusts her posture a little bit and clears her throat. And then also proceeds to just like draw her weapons. It's like, I didn't exactly do all this for nothing.
By the way, do you mind that I just did that? With you, like, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, might have overstepped a boundary or two.
Honestly, That's Alvaro just kind of thinks back for a minute. Like, you might have gone a little too far there. Even I wouldn't have been able to really argue that hard with her.
To be fair, you guys being here means my dad spilled the beans on where I was going. So that wasn't really her fault, that was my problem with my father.
Alvaro grunts, like, honestly, I may not like her right now, but she is still the one who brought me here. So I can't exactly argue that hard.
And Matt raises a finger and he jokingly says, well, that's not true. Ignis got you here too, so you wouldn't lose everyone.
Technically, third one. Third one.
Yeah. I mean, it is technically the third one. What do you call that? And then a voice pops in and says, it's called a host, asshole.
What?
There's another person here. A person you might remember from the plane of water who got corrupted.
Well, of course there's another person here. It's an inn.
Not what I was getting at, buddy. It's Save State Man.
Ooh, kick him in the
Hug him. Hug the safe state man.
You'll need this.
Matt
Okay.
looks at Save State Man, winds up for a spell strike kick, and says, don't make me use you. And then kneels it in. Okay, we're good.
Alvaro just kind of like his palms, like,
That's how he responds.
it's good, like, I may not be, I still feel that pain.
I haven't kicked him yet.
What? No, what did you say, Keith?
Wait, I haven't kicked him yet.
What? No, only one of us needs to kick him. You need to cast teleport. You missed.
You're busy casting teleport, Keith.
Go, Camelon! Initiate warp drive.
It's 10 minutes, Keith.
Oh
It's
my
literally 10
God.
minutes. You're
Oh.
blathering out nonsense for 10 minutes.
And then Alvaro just kind of
And-
groans. It's like, honestly,
Why did I do this?
Because I feel bad for all of that happening, but also I can't argue. Raphael stabbed me, so.
What?
And Matt looks at you and is like, "What? He gets off on it, probably. I think, like 90% sure." He looks over at Save State Man, who is crying. 92%
Because then she just kind of blinks and she's like, "Your pardon?"
Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. Forgot that's an issue. That's a weird area for you. Gavilan, how long are you?
She's like, yeah, you might want to continue off that.
Gavilan, how long until warp drive is initiated?
I already did it.
Well, yeah, but like, there's about 10 minutes to kill, casting wise. So.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Oh.
Now
That's the cast.
I've never concentrated this much in my life.
Oh my gosh! You have to. She's spouting nonsense.
Consider it be
he's
the
not
hardest
wrong.
part of your
It's
life
not
before
wrong.
I make it harder.
Initiate the Goku Super Saiyan screams.
And this is to go even further
no, that's
beyond.
like inside his head. All you hear is the Goku Super Saiyan 3.
Go further beyond Gavilan.
just kind of like shrugs. It's like, honestly, it's better he has a hard time with that than I will to make it harder for him.
I'm not gonna do this because it'd be awful, but I like to imagine for 10 minutes the veins on his head are just bulging, and then he finally does it, and he goes like 3 feet.
No. He goes like 3 feet, and then he's like, "Hold on, goofed up. It'll take an extra second." Then boom, in the middle of Styre.
But it's 3 feet straight up, so he just winds up right back where he was.
And he's like, hold on, sorry about that. Need an extra second, and then you snap your fingers. Boom, Styre.
Oh, now we're in the realm of water.
No, buddy. That would require a different spell.
That'd be plane shift.
Yeah.
So we're here now.
Yep, you're here now. We'll get back to you in a bit.
I
will ping you in a bit, Seth.
All right, goodbye.
So, at the base, now that we have the list of people to talk to,
yeah.
My God,
Actually,
who do you want to start with, Sass?
This is just kind of a quick out of character question. That I guess since me is technically heading back, how long is it going to take for her to even get back?
That could vary. I will also point out that Callistrians have a anathema of letting a slight go unanswered, so she'll be back.
Jesus
See
Christ!
how that goes for encounters.
Honestly, probably worse than you're thinking, but I'll explain that later on.
So it's a do tell later.
So, Sass, who's your first target? You have some info to gather about some people.
I need to. What are my goals right now? Jesus.
You are technically third in command. You need to figure out delegations.
True. Oh my gosh, that's for everyone. Oh no. Okay.
Where is your god?
Where are we? Can you tell me what I'm delegating?
Well, after the round of combat today that you guys may or may not get into, with it being a Sunday, you need to delegate people to go to particular places and do particular things for getting alliances with various members of the different councils in Android, so that you can secure those 5 votes.
Gotcha.
There are many people to delegate.
Yeah. Immediately, I need help with this delegation, so I'm going to Shadow because I'm somewhat new to this entire group. So if I get someone like Shadow to help alongside me, help delegate me, then I think I can do better with him aboard. You there, Shadow?
Yes, I am, and I'm like, good thing I got that feat last time. Again, watch the previous episode for that.
Yep. All right. So our main mission right now is to have celebrations are going to start today. So we need to start having to send people out to ambassador between Andoran and Caldor. Who would you think is the best ambassador out of all of them, if you know any of them? Shadow.
We know of, or I know of one.
Ooh.
Is like that would be the one that was mentioned in the book. For some random reason, the name Dune freaking pops in the head, and I'm pretty sure that was part of the last name.
Hold up, I'll bring up the book.
Yes, because I'm currently.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who are you talking about, Carl?
Raphael is asking for the book, which was one of your personal effects. Remember?
Right,
was-
no,
it was-
but like, who are you talking about?
It was the name of the person.
Carl, none of these people are in your mercenary group in the book.
Oh, in the mercenary group. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, in the group. We have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of the mercenary group, who would be good? As I'm looking through the entire list.
I
on
am
my
looking
iPad
through.
now,
I am
because
looking through this list also.
let's
What would you say would be like
see.
if there are any gods of, or like who would you say?
Okay. Depending. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay. I don't know this out of character, but I would like to double check about Glenn's god Ashava.
The more interesting thing for Glenn to be doing is actually staying with Aurora.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Glenn
Yes.
long story, Glenn used to be her mother's bodyguard. He got turned into
Okay.
a completely different type of race as some weird accident.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
Glenn.
So he's probably with you on making sure Aurora does things.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably is
That's
a good idea.
We should probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if any of the ambassadors like to have their drink, I'd say Mimi would be a good thing because they're a cleric, Kate and Carolian.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Well, here's
Bring them
another
in.
thing I'll point out. Have conversations with these people, see if you can get a bit more about their background. Because, yeah, Shadow
So
is
many-
here for a lot of the recruiting, but again, it's been a while since you've talked to any of them. Maybe they have
I
something.
understand, Matt.
Also,
but these are 22
like the last
people.
4 on my list have no race and no.
There's 22 people on here. We have to shorten the
Yes.
list by somewhat. Jesus.
Yeah, we have to
Well,
definitely narrow it down.
In that case, why don't you narrow it into 3 groups? Marshals based on strength or dex, so rogues, fighters, barbarians,
Magus.
then int-based casters and marshals, inventors.
I'm gonna have to make an entirely
investigators.
freaking. Okay.
No,
I have
what
to
I'm
make it
saying
up.
is there are 3 types of people in this group: charismatic people, intelligent people, and strong/swift people.
Mhm.
Make it in now. All right. Mac is Hunter.
That'd be intellect and strength because that's what
Why don't we
matters.
take our second break here? Give you all a second to discuss this.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
be right back.
Darts on the board.
No, Matt does. So you guys are learning the intricacies of things the hard way. You seem to be coming over Matt's paperwork. Alexander walks up behind you and says, "You guys need help with this?"
I think we got. Alexander, could you go ahead and get us a few of the other members? We need to talk to them real quick.
Okay.
We need to.
Go
We
ahead,
need
6 of them.
no. We need Darius, Ariel, Heather, Alvis, Glenn, Abishola, Estra, and Tulsi, if you do not mind.
So I can do that, but can I ask a bit more information? Because based upon the people you're trying to pull out of this haystack here, it sounds like you'd probably want me involved in this too.
Oh yes, you are good at recon, aren't you? Yes. If you can go ahead and get the others,
We're
yes.
trying
Yes,
to
I
get
will.
Yeah.
the overall mission we're trying to do is that what's given to us by Matt. If you remember in our meeting yesterday, before he got kidnapped, he told us we have to convince
We
the
weren't-
ambassador.
We weren't there for that,
Yeah,
actually.
no.
Who is
Yeah,
there?
they weren't here.
Just
No, it was
Okay,
just the core
so,
members.
yeah,
Core
it's
members,
just-
not the
sorry, my
expanded
bad,
members.
apologies.
Matt's group. Matt was going to
Yeah.
fill
Yeah.
us all in on what was going on today, so.
My
Yeah.
apologies.
Basically, right
Yeah,
now we need all of our Dex people, and we need
Well, you don't
Glenn
say
and
that in
Alvis
character.
for special assignment. Because
Okay.
yeah, if you could go ahead and get those 8 people, and
Yeah,
then bring them all back for special assignments.
Yeah, sure. I got it. So he gathers them all up, and he's standing there, and Glenn of all people has this. What exactly is going on? Why is the good sir not here to fill us in?
Unfortunately, he's gone off on a personal mission, so we are taking his place for now. Don't worry, he'll be fine. It's nothing he hasn't dealt with worse before. So.
Yeah. And Glenn looks at Aurora and looks back at you and says, "With all due
yes,
respect."
Before you ask, yes, I want you and Alvis to take care of her while he is away. Make sure she eats, gets sleep. Because let's be honest, having her in her current state when he returns is not going to be good. So please try. I know that you have history with her family. I hope you can go ahead and convince her to at least eat something and get some sleep. Just keeping an eye on her and try to keep her from having a complete breakdown, please.
Her well-being is your mission. That is what we're tasking you with.
And he goes, But
something wrong?
Do I have to be honest?
What's wrong?
I have an idea.
Okay. Speak freely if you have an idea, please.
And he looks at Alice and is like, "Come here, boy." And he's like, he walks up right in front of Aurora, but not quite in front of her royal guards, who are positioned by her side. And he's
he's just doing it now?
Yes, he's actively doing it. It's almost like he has some experience with this shit. So he as he's walking over, you see him whisper something in Elvis's ears, and he starts crying, and he's like, "Listen, young lad, I know that your master is in a dangerous situation, but you have to eat. This is what he would want of you to do. It's what he would want all of us to do." And he seems to encourage, and Elvis, like, I guess you're right. And these two seem to be pulling a little bit of a sneaky on Aurora. And he's using Elvis as a pawn to emphasize to Aurora without making her feel bad or directly called out. So Aurora also starts eating some things off of her plate.
I am so glad that worked.
That is dealt with. The rest of you is a very special thing that we need to do. Before Matt was kidnapped, Namely, he tasked us with having, getting more close, convincing the Andorran ambassadors to help sign the peace treaty that would strengthen the bonds between our two nations.
We
So-
need we need 5 more votes to get the peace treaty between our two nations. So
Among you 7 or 6, 7 or I think it's 7, because it has
7.
Alexander. But among you 7, I would like you to find out weaknesses and strengths of these people that we have to convince.
Find the 5 that are the easiest to sway, that are not already swayed to our cause. Hopefully, we can go ahead and utilize the strengths of the other members in order to persuade them to our side to get the vote that we need.
We're not looking for blackmail. If it does absolutely need to come to that, then sure. But as far as we know, we don't need blackmail. Okay, is that clear?
They all nod and say, "Yeah, we got it."
Okay.
That'll be your assignment for today. Report back sundown tonight.
Okay.
If you can.
So
We'll go ahead and go over additional assignments then if we need to send you back out again tomorrow.
Yes, that makes sense. So with I'm noticing Keat dipped a little early. Will
Did he message you? I can.
He didn't message me, so
I'll message him.
and with a bunch of clerical stuff that we need to do, including leveling up, I think for now, with it being a Sunday and I having work tomorrow, all this stuff, I'm gonna call it a little early today, and I'll explain to you plan going forward from here.
Safe
so thank
state
you all
man has been implemented.
Yeah, so thank you all